We're back, y'all. We here with the UFC 329 post fight reaction, post card reactions. All right, here we go. First off, we're gonna start with Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. In our pre-card predictions, we picked Costa, and I mean this was a pretty vanilla fight. Costa by rear naked choke. I mean, like we said, Durden just gonna get baptized.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, yeah,
it's
not a
kind of
lot, not a lot to
exactly
say.
not a lot to say. This Brazilian from Favela just kind of went in there, did what we said he was going to do, and Durden, did what Durden does. So, on the next fight, Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese. Gondra, we said in the prediction video, kind of sounds like an STD. He stung Reese more than STD stings, right? That was a pretty bad left hook. And it was right as Joe Rogan was like glazing Reese, talking about, man, I really like this guy. This guy looks good. And then he just gets stung with that nasty left hook from Gondra. Then they started relating him to Joe Frazier. That was pretty funny. So, I mean, we went with Zachary Reese. But Gondra, he surprised us. He surprised. We were not expecting that coming from him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wasn't expecting a guy with a name like an STD to be able to have that kind of power and just really kind of one shot Reese. I mean, Reese, he got hit by that and he was extremely like was able to recover.
I mean, dude. I mean, you got a name like a STD. I would hope you sting like an STD, and he clearly does. So, yeah. Farid Basharat, Ethan Ewing. You see the name there. They got switched up like very short notice, like 6 days, like a week, right? You got a completely
Yeah,
new,
like very short notice.
like extremely short notice. You got a completely new opponent, John Garza. I mean, on the regional scene, John Garza looked good. He was, I believe, 6-1. He went to a decision with Farid Basharat. To do that on short notice is pretty good. We had Ethan Ewing win the fight, but he didn't fight. So, I mean, I'm John Garza. He'll be good. He'll be a good fighter. I have hope for him. Basharat though, he'll be moving on. I don't think he's gonna have to fight Ethan Ewing. They'll probably move on from that matchup. For me, it really was just I think it was just takedowns and experience that really won Basharat this fight. There was no like I mean he did drop him, I'm pretty sure, in the second round. It was mainly just I feel like it was just an experience difference. His debut on short notice against an undefeated fighter. Yeah, I mean I don't worry about John Garza. Garza will be fine. He'll be better. You know, give him a full camp and opponent, not like 6 days
Yeah,
notice.
just very tough fight. Obviously, obviously short notice. Obviously short notice, tough fight. Undefeated guy ranked. Big jump from fighting Brandoms in the PFL. So, but I think the Garza kid's, he should be okay. He's okay. He's got a chance. He looks okay.
Yeah. Right. Next fight, Damian Penis versus Cesar Almeida. As we said before, Penis just slimed him out. That one was for the hood back in Wakanda, dude. I mean, he just slimed him out. It was a first round KO, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's what we predicted. We said he was going to win. He looks like he's made of vibranium. Clearly, he has the power of vibranium. You know, we just said it, in the prediction video.
Yeah, I mean, Pinos fucking slammed his penis on him. So, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. On the next fight, Cortez versus Wayne Kong. Now, this is actually a pretty good fight. I wasn't expecting it to be a good fight, but it was a pretty good fight. Pretty good showing from Wayne Kong. And as we said before in the prediction video, you got to look a little bit like a man if you want to win in this game of women's MMA. You have to. There's no other discussion. You got to be like borderline, just barely a woman if you want to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And I mean, Wayne Kong actually put on a very good display. I mean, really nice leg kicks, really compromised Tracy Cortez from the start. Despite that illegal knee, she definitely won all 3 rounds. Cortez really couldn't get anything going on her. She's landing very clean shots. Just a very sound performance, and yeah, she's looking really good out of Sacramento, a part of Team Alpha Male.
Yeah. I think you should just give her a top 5 opponent at this point, dude. It's not like you need to build her up. No one knows the females rankings, dude. At that point, just send her like to Alexa Grasso or something. Why as well? I mean, why hold her? I hope she's active. There hasn't really been a lot of women's fights this year, so I don't even think there's been a single women's championship fight. So I mean, I think like every division is probably just backed up right now. But I don't know. When Kong go forward, I don't know what to do with Tracy Cortez. I really don't know what's next for her, but we'll have to see. Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka III. You know, as we said in the prediction video, Luke Riley looking like Jeffrey Dahmer, who met his demise to a black guy. Clearly, Kai Kamaka was not, and clearly it was shown during the fight. He just slimed him out in the first round. I think the stoppage was fair. I don't think it was early. If you look at the body language of Kamaka, he was kind of turning away. And I think when the fighter starts to turn away, that's when you really have to step in, because at that point they're just not defending themselves.
Yep. I mean, yeah, not a lot I can say. Pretty sound victory for Luke Riley.
Yeah, it was pretty good. First round finish. It was pretty fun seeing that finish. So yeah, I can't really say anything else about it. It was a good performance though. Good performance. Oh Lord. Now on to this. Now on to this match. Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Nunez. Garbrandt needs to retire. There's no way the money's that good. The UFC cannot be paying him that much for him to come back every time. It's been the same performance every single time he walks out into the cage. Nothing has changed. It's just like it makes you think, how has this guy become champion? Like I don't know how he became a champion. It makes no sense. Like Adrian just like it was rough in like the first 10 seconds of the fight, and then Yanez just knocked him out after he got his timing down in like a minute and a half.
Cody. I mean, I'm not quite sure what his coaches are teaching him, but whatever they're teaching him, they need to stop teaching him it.
Honestly, if I was Garbrandt, I'd
Okay.
probably sue my coaches. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, because there's no way in training, we're just rushing in a straight line, not moving off the center line at all, no head movement,
With a
and
chin in the air,
we're
throwing
just rushing in
uppercuts.
with our we're just rushing in with our hands down, just throwing a flurry of whatever the fucks and getting dropped because it's not like you have a freaking iron chin either. I
Yeah.
mean, Cody is not known for he's actually known for the opposite of having a chin. So I'm not quite sure what we were doing, just leaving our chin out there, rushing in, just throwing punches blindly, thinking that, we wouldn't get hit.
I think it's really funny how
So
Dominic Cruz on commentary has to be like, Cody Garbrandt isn't a hard guy to beat. Well, clearly he isn't. Like, or no, he said
no,
he
no,
is a
no.
hard.
Dominic Cruz is a hard. He said he is a
He
hard
said
guy to
yeah,
beat.
he said he is a hard guy to beat. Whereas like clearly he isn't. You know, it's like he's been knocked out in the first round how many times? But it's like because Cruz would know a lot about how hard Garbrandt is to beat. So I think that's pretty funny how Cruz has to like glaze him on commentary every time he loses. All right, on to the next fight, Gable Stevenson, Ellison. Honestly, I mean, it was a demolition. I kind of expected a little bit worse of a demolition, to be honest. It wasn't as like bad as I thought it'd be. Right, I kind of expected a little bit more, but I'm not complaining about it. It was good. It was good showing, but I need to see him against someone who's actually gonna like confidently throw a punch back.
And when Ellison was striking, you could kind of tell. He knew he was very much outmatched, but he was kind of just throwing, like swinging for the fences, just looking for a lucky shot to get that, one shot kill. But yeah, no, he was just extremely outmatched by Gable.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about Gable, he was getting caught, and like I think he may have gotten stunned a couple times, but I don't know if that's because like that's the way he fights, or if it's because like it's against an opponent that he knows he's gonna beat no matter what. There's not gonna be any resistance. I don't know. I need to see him against another guy to know if that's just how he fights, because he did get caught a couple times. So I would like to see another matchup before I make a full assessment of what I think he can do. All right, on to Robert Whitaker, Nikita Krylov. Robert Whitaker shocked me. I didn't think he'd do good at this weight class. I thought Krylov would just like hug him up against the cage, grind him down with like dirty wrestling up against the cage on the ground. But Whitaker looked good. He had good defense. Was looking good with counters and head movement. I mean, he looked good. He looked a little chubby. I think he links with a nutritionist. He'll be good. But I mean, other than that, he looked pretty good. His cardio was there too. So
Yeah, he had all the parts you would want from a light heavyweight.
I mean, he was like a little outsized, but I mean, it didn't really matter. He had a speed advantage by a lot. So I mean, he looked good. I can't. He got the knockout or the TKO. There was something wrong with Krylov's jaw. Um, I mean, he looked pretty good. So I would like to see him continue to be at light heavyweight against some higher ranked guys. I want to see how he does in the higher rankings. I do. That's gonna be fun to see. All right, now this one here, the battle for the cookout. This lived up to the expectations. Do you want to take this away?
Yeah, I would also like to add here that both of these fighters walked out to cookout music. We had Cutman Tate there, and I mean this was just an absolute. I mean this there wasn't a moment where there wasn't any action. I mean there was action this entire match. I mean McKinney started out super quick, had Green hurt at certain moments, got him on the ground, had him just covered in his own blood. He cut him really early, like maybe 30 seconds into the fight, he already had Green cut. But, about a minute and a half left, Green started hitting him, while he was on bottom, calling him a bitch. And I think McKinney literally gassed himself out in the first 3 minutes of the fight, and I mean he got dropped by a glancing body shot. It wasn't even a flush body; it was a glancing body shot, and he just went down. And yeah, I mean that was the beginning of the end from there. But I mean he emptied the entire battery in maybe 3 minutes.
It does kind of feel like that. He intentionally wants the fight to stay in one round, so his average fight time, doesn't go above a certain time. It kind of just feel like he only wants first round fight, like 1 round fights. But it's just kind of clearly, King Green is the king of the barbecue, dude. He's the king of the grill. He gets to cook the steaks. He gets to cook the salmon, dude. He's the one that gets to man the grill. Now on to the next fight, Brandon Royval versus Loney Kavanaugh. I think Kavanaugh was gonna win. He got subbed in round 3 by Royval. It was a good fight, back and forth. This isn't a bad loss for Kavanaugh. He could come back. It's just gonna set him back maybe 2 or 3 fights in the division. It is pretty log jammed right now, but Royval, he looked, he got dropped in the second round pretty bad. First round did pretty decent, but I mean in the last round it was pretty good. They rocked each other. Then uh, Royval got the takedown, I believe, and then tried a head and arm choke, and then transitioned over to a rear naked choke. Got him a tap. I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good fight. I can't say anything. It was a good fight. You know, Royval's sadly probably gonna have to stay a gatekeeper though. Just gonna be honest. This fight it's gonna be tough because everyone in the
Yeah,
top 3 he's kind of already lost to. So yeah, on to
yeah. I mean, great fight for Roy Val. You know, subbed out Loney Kavanaugh. I mean, in round two, I honestly thought Kavanaugh got him. I mean, Roy Val looked pretty hurt. I mean, I didn't think he's gonna be able to get out, especially with his past record of getting knocked out cold by Cop and getting dropped by Van. But he actually surprised me. He survived very well, and he's able to come back and make a comeback in the second round, a third round, excuse me, and come out victorious. So quite impressed.
yeah. Next up on the card, we got Corey Sandhagen, Mario Batista. We predicted this one correctly. We said Batista was gonna win. That first round, it was like the beginning. Batista got rocked. Then it was kind of pitter patter back and forth, and then Batista he got a takedown, right. It was like a perfect takedown where he was slipping punches inside the pocket, and then from a slip he took him down, and then he kind of tried to go for his back. Kind of got a little high. He went for the same submission Mabayev did on Charles Johnson, and then he like blew out Corey Sandhagen's knee, and it was pretty bad. Corey Sandhagen was limping back to his corner in the second round, and after that, I mean, he started tapping Sandhagen's leg, and then he started getting countered off that, so he had to stop for the rest of the second round. That round was probably a swing round, could go either way. And then in the third round, he drops Sandhagen, and he's wobbled bad, and he just like kind of beats him at the striking game, and then controls Sandhagen on the ground for the rest of the round. So I mean, it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, very solid fight from Bautista. Maybe not the most exciting one on the card in terms of, holy shit moments, as Dana White would like to say, but, pretty technical fight.
Yeah, I would say so.